What up, my friends? How you doing? It is Wednesday evening, and it's time for some chillin'. It's been a little bit since we've gotten to do this, so I am glad to be here. First things first, let me grab the live stream link. We'll share that in the Discord, and then we'll go from there. I guess I should double check and make sure that the stream's actually running properly first. Looks like sound is working and it looks like it is connected properly. Okay. All right. So that's good. That is good. All right. There we go. And here we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. That is good. We are good to go. So what ups are in order? Hello to Kentucky, Millmaster, Eng, Fisher, Shelton, Dunn, Crawfish, Teferi, Goddard, Gianna, Potts. Who else is in here? Juglum, Jess, Larry. I think I got everybody. I think that I got everybody. All right. Oh, hey, Shelton Super Chat says it's good to have you back, Mike. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. It has been a challenging few days, so it's definitely nice to be back chilling. Everybody has challenges they got to deal with in life here and there. And, sometimes it's all right. Sometimes not so much. All right, let's bring that closer and make it more visible. Okay, yeah, there we go. It looked pretty blurry for a second there, man. Looked pretty blurry. Hey, Goddard Super Chats. No, it's great to have Mike back. He's fighting in the Super Chats over. It's good to have him back. No, it's great to have him back. I agree. I look forward to the next Super Chat that one-ups you and says something even more fantastical about my return. Teferi, you know what though, man? It's like, I get it. We hang out all the time. And if there was someone that I hung out with all the time and they were gone for, it was 3 streams actually. So if they weren't around, if you're used to seeing somebody pretty much every day and then you don't see them for like 3 days, it does feel different. It does feel out of the ordinary, you know? It's one of those kind of situations. So Larry, you thought you were going to have to send out a search party? Bro, my mom used to organize search parties to look for me when I was a kid. If I wasn't home by a particular time after school, she would mobilize the entire neighborhood, which was very embarrassing for me as a kid. And one of the reasons that I always tried to make it home on time, man. You know? What up, Seagull? Juggling, you were worried about me and the family a little bit. It's all good. We're all good. It's all right. You know, just sometimes life happens and it is what it is. I'll put it that way. I'm looking forward to positivity. I'm looking forward to everything being upward bound, you know. Middleman says, what are you going to do when Hatchamania runs wild on you, brother? Hey, what up? Heavy Metal, how you doing, bro? Gianna, your usual playgroup isn't playing next week and it feels weird. Well, you know what? This is a new opportunity for you to go out, try something new in life. Butter up your butt cheeks and rub them up against your your back door, you know? Rub it up against the glass door to your patio. Buttered butt cheeks. Oh, speaking of which, Bo Falcon Super Chat says, hip hip, tragically hip, hooray for our emperor is back. Hell yeah, bro. Nice choice. Nice choice of reference, by the way. Very good. Very good. Jess, your birthday present came early while I was gone, and you can now have 4K gaming going on your computer. Hell yeah. Goddard, it's rough around here lately. You got work stress, your friend's mom passed away, friend lost their job, really need a break. So I'm guessing your friend murdered their mother and then lost their job as a result of being a murderer. That is stressful, bro. That is stressful. Ball Falcon! I expected that if things went on a little bit longer, that's what was going to happen, honestly. So I'm glad. I wasn't sure if I was going to be back today or not. So I am definitely happy to be back. And I've been focused on trying to improve things in my life. That's what I'm focused on today, is positive improvement. Gaming Bob, curious about my take on the Final Fantasy set minus the Final Fantasy flavor element. Okay, putting Universe Beyond and the Final Fantasy aspect aside, it feels like it wasn't designed for standard. It feels like a commander set, like 100% commander set. I think that maybe they were originally planning on doing the same thing they did with the Lord of the Rings set, having it enter into modern and the older formats, but they were targeting commander heavily with it and just amping up the power level. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like commander and modern, more focused than something that's balanced and meant to be in standard. And I think that due to the flagging nature of standard and Wizards expecting it to continue to be a cash cow, they just went ahead and said, we need to inject other things into standard to make it work, so let's throw the Universe Beyond stuff into standard, right? That's what it feels like. Jess, you can rub butter. It is illegal for you to rub butter on yourself. You specifically. Larry, there's been a lot of Final Fantasy spoilers dropped in the last few days. Yeah, they keep them coming. I haven't had an opportunity to look at them all, but I will soon. Juggler, when you get down, you like to flirt with people? Well, I guess it's better than farting on them, bro. Gian, it's your last chance for butter cheeks. Do it up. Do it up before the new home. Zircon! What's up, buddy? You're on the road? Nice. Or not nice, depending on whether you do want to be on the road or not. Teferi, we can all use a little improvement. Indeed. Indeed. One of the areas of focus for me is I have been letting myself eat like a fat boy. And I've put on a couple pounds because of it. Not a lot, but enough. And I've been reading some different things that gave me a slightly different perspective. I already knew that carrying extra pounds was a bad thing, but I want to be healthier and lose a little bit of weight, just a bit, you know. So I've got a plan outlined to make that happen. Heavy Metal, oh, you've been farming in Final Fantasy. You've been farming a pink tail in Final Fantasy 4 to trade for the best armor. You've done 150 encounters using a siren so far. You still don't have what you need, man? Fisher, turn 3 standard win with Tifa. Jess, can you drink melted butter? Oh, I don't know, man. Consult your doctor. I'm sure physically you can. Should you? Probably not. Fisher, work is super slow and looks like you've been essentially laid off for 2 weeks, so debating options. Option 1, vacation. Option 2, sucking off longshoremen down at the docks. Down by the bay, where the big unwashed balls grow. Fisher said, I do dare go. And if my... I can't even... Gaming Bob, you haven't seen the must-have cards in Final Fantasy like Ugin? The Chocobos, bro. The Chocobos are going to be the hotness, especially the 77 serialized Chocobo, which to me says, apparently that's the only serialized they're doing. So to me that says Wizards is looking to have the same kind of magic they did the first time around with the One Ring, but to have more chaseable, like, okay, somebody got the One Ring, and now nobody's really chasing the Elven or Dwarf ring, so why don't we make the Golden Chocobos a high enough number that people will still think they can chase it, but a low enough number that makes it feel super exclusive, you know? Brandon, weight loss step 1, stop eating candy sent in from subscribers. I haven't really gotten that much candy from them, but you're not wrong that the candy, eating the candy is a thing you need to be aware of. But number 1 is awareness. Step 1 is keeping track of everything you eat. It is tedious, but it's a mathematical system that genuinely works, right? So it's not having candy, it's shifting habits. Instead of eating a big bowl of chips and having like a pop alongside it, you know, you can have some hard candies are my new diet hack, really. That's the plan. So you can have like a bowl of chips and it can be like 250 calories. You can have a hard candy and it can be like 22 calories. So like 1/10 of the calories. But the thing is, I can eat an entire bowl of chips faster than I can suck down, suck off, until I can complete. They all sound dirty. A Werther's, right? I can finish a Werther's with my mouth. Again, it all just sounds like sucking dong, no matter how I phrase it, right? But yeah, regardless, it's paying attention to your calories and finding ways to get more for them calories, son. Those are the biggest, and then alongside that, just being actually active instead of sitting around, you know? Millmaster says, just put butter in your coffee. Oh, Fisher, if you were near the dock, sure, but here the meth heads have the market cornered on street walking. I had a buddy who went and lived in Alberta or whatever, and he messaged another of my buddies and was like, guess what I can make money doing down here? And it's like, oh no. Oh no. Cheeky, you think the Final Fantasy set will have zero impact on Standard? Oh no. It's going to have a negative power blast effect as far as I'm concerned. Heavy Metal, it's a 1 out of 64 rare drop from a certain enemy only found in one room. I've done those kind of grinds, bro. Definitely done those kind of grinds. Heavy Metal, you bought a bunch of clearance Easter candy and gained 10 pounds. I know that the biggest contributor is this stuff. 100%, man. It's super, super easy to suck this stuff down. So, putting down pop is probably 50% of my weight loss battle. But it's such a siren's call, you know? It just pulls you in, bro. Hey, what up, Sheba? How you doing? DB, how's life treating you? Vivi and a Quicksilver Elemental equals infinite mana and modern. Oh, Quicksilver Elemental. There's one you never really thought you'd see pop up in any relevant way. Vivi's pretty wild. But yeah, the Final Fantasy stuff is absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And speaking of nuts, they created the abomination known as the Final Destination movies. There's another Final Destination movie coming out in 2 days. I've watched all the Final Destination movies with Carly, and I hate them. I think I'm probably just gonna like dedicate a stream to talking about all of that. All of it. Because just awful. Just genuinely awful. 100%. Carly was talking about seeing the new one and going to the theater for that. And I was like, no, unless somebody sponsors us to go and see that shit. Unless somebody sends me some fucking PayPal money to go and see that abomination. There is zero chance. After watching all of the regular ones, I will say this, it did surprise me that normally they get perpetually worse and then the series dies. But they get perpetually worse and then the final one is actually better than the second last one. But they're just awful, bro. Just awful. Quicksilver Elemental's up to $8 now. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, when you find a combo like that, people do want to play with him. Cheeky, you think that the Final Fantasy cards aren't powerful enough for standard? Either way, it's a damning situation, isn't it? You know? Where it's like, okay, either Final Fantasy is too powerful for standard, where you're just going, why'd you make such a crazy set? Or standard is so bonkers that even though Final Fantasy is crazy, it's not impacting standard because there's no room left for more craziness. They're just like, the other crazy stuff is a little too crazy compared to this craziness. But we'll have to wait until everything's revealed, right? Was that the only movies that were garbage other than X-Men? No. There's some other trash for sure. Brandon, the dentist you work for swears by Ozempic. Listen, man. Listen. No. Let me give you a bit of life advice, bro. When someone tells you that they're trying to lose weight and they go, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch what I eat and exercise. What you say is, good job. You're taking the healthiest route possible to taking care of yourself and getting your weight more in check. What you don't do is go, you should have them inject this crazy chemical shit into you that right now everybody's all over. But guess what? All those people are the fucking guinea pigs who you're going to find out 10 years later when their kneecaps fall off and their ball bags grow to be 8 times the size. It'll be like, oh, you know why Ozempic made you lose weight? Because you were injecting simulated cancer directly into you. Like, extreme measures are warranted for people in extreme situations. Are you fucking 500 pounds? Can you not exercise? Can you not move around? Do you not have the capability of controlling your diet or whatever? Well, you need somebody to come in and take over control of your diet. And because you can't move and exercise, then yes, maybe you need one of those fucking gastric stomach band things or an injection of whatever. But no way, bro. I could just put less food in my face. I don't need to inject chemical fucking cancer into my body and go, wow, watch the weight fucking just fall off of me. There can't possibly be negative side effects to something you inject into you and your body just starts losing weight at a rapid pace. It's not like every fucking medication you take that has any serious side effects go, contact your doctor immediately if you notice excessive weight loss. Like, it's literally, Ozempic was probably them trying to fucking cure baldness or something. And they're like, well, people aren't keeping their hair, but you know what? They are losing a ton of weight. So why don't we market this as a weight loss drug? Because that's what these fuckers do. So no way I'm touching that. No way. Millmaster, your final destination, the money to PayPal in 40 years when I die of old age. Deal. The fatal departure. That's what it's called. That will be when I go. The fatal departure. True. What you're saying is correct. Poor quality food is a major cause for poor health conditions. Correct. EP, you're forcing your work to listen to my stream on a speaker. This man needs to be fired. Fire him from the jungle gym or whatever. Just get him out of here. Put him in a can and fire him into the sun. Get on up out of here. Get out of here. Go take Ozempic. Inject it straight into your ball bag and you can lose weight, man. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That shit makes me leery. Anything that they're just like miracle weight loss drugs are terrifying because they're not real. Like, they're real on one side, but on the other side of it, you gotta be doing a bunch of damage. You gotta be doing a bunch of damage. There's no way. Like, all kinds of medications have trade-offs, but just this one you can inject. I don't have to change my eating habits. I don't have to exercise. I just have to have these chemicals injected into my body. And they completely reverse the course of nature. No. Jess, you wish I had a 4K camera so you could see my pores? Why would you want to see that, bro? It's gross seeing all, like, the little details of people's faces, man. Like, for real, at certain points, my parents had such high-quality TV that I'm like, everybody looks like a fucking train wreck. This is like when I saw that one lady's makeup mirror and she was using it to do her blackheads or whatever. And I looked up close at my face and I'm like, this is disgusting. This is gross. After seeing my face up close in one of those mirrors, I feel like I should wear a bag at all times. And that's everybody, you know? Potts, I don't know what the hell fen is. Heavy metal, after you eat, give the rest of the candy away, you're going back to your low-carb diet. You gotta get those fucking pounds off, Army boy. Juggle them. South Bronx Paradise. South Bronx Parasites. Buck, we already talked about tapeworms. But honestly, like, you know how absurd it is to say to somebody you should get a tapeworm to lose weight and how they used to do that in the past? How is that any different than Ozempic? Right? Hell, at least a tapeworm is fucking organic. Millmaster, yo, does it do the same thing? Like, when I hear Ozempic, I think Olestra. Do you guys remember Olestra, where they're like, you buy these chips and they come with the seasoning and you pour the seasoning on it and then the seasoning traps the lipids or whatever, so you can't get fat because it traps the fat, and you just like, you eat these chips but you don't gain any weight because it traps the fat. But all it made you do was shit yourself horrendously. Like, just nightmarishly. Jess, that's exactly what happened when you watch a show on 4K and only ever seen in 720p. It's like, yeah, can we go back to regular TV where there's a certain sheen and everybody looks great instead of getting up close and seeing every single problem? No thanks. No thanks. Shelton, wait, who knows what those drugs might have? Kind of reminds me of an episode of Doctor Who where fat-reducing drug was used to create baby aliens. What? That's why you're losing that weight. A baby alien's in you. What? Oh my god, the word's going out in a Sonic? Inside a Sonic restaurant? Everybody get out of the restaurant! Sonic food is terrible. You can have a milkshake if you want, but don't eat the hot dogs or the fries or the chicken fingers or anything else for that matter, really. You know? It was a weight loss drug from the 90s. It was banned almost immediately for being basically poison. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Habanero, it's Bronx. It's South Bronx Parasite, baby. This don't matter. Nothing matters. That's right, Wrath. Watch out for the leakage, bro. Watch out for the leakage. Why don't they advertise the shake weight anymore? Because everyone's on Instagram now. Nobody's laughing about that anymore, right? They've had a couple of commercials where they capitalized on the hilariousness of it. Like that one fish deboner or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta look at the side effects. 2% of people have muscle spasms. 54% leaking out the butt from Ozempic, man? No thank you. You'll lose weight and you'll lose control of your butthole. No deal. Keep the demon's door closed and I'll just fucking do some squats and go for a walk, bro. Juggling, you've had the same weight since you were 19. Eat to live, don't live to eat. Good job, buddy. Good job for you. My weight has fluctuated. When I first started doing YouTube, I was dangerously underweight and didn't even realize it. I understand people who have body dysmorphia in a way now, because I looked, I looked normal to myself, but I wasn't normal, man. I was underweight. So I get how people can see themselves and think they look fine or look a particular way when it's not evident to them the state they're in. So I've been underweight, I've been overweight, I've been the proper weight, I've kind of moved around on the scale. I've been fat like 3 times in my life. This is the 3rd time right now where I'm fat, and this is as fat as I'm willing to get. So, you know what I mean? I'm never gonna be like epic story time fat where you go, wow, you were this huge mammoth man and now you're like a tiny guy and I can really see the difference. You know, you can tell the difference a bit, but overall, like my fat version of me isn't that much bigger than my non-fat version. I want to get in the right spot and stay there. And it's not that difficult. It does take some work, but especially once you get where you need to be, it's really not that difficult. What up, Rodney? Working on a squirrel deck? Nice. Wait, what? Shake Weight and Miss Cleo went to jail? Okay, listen. Miss Cleo is a person. But Shake Weight can't go to jail. It's a product. Are you saying the person who owned the Shake Weight company? Did Miss Cleo actually go to jail? For what? Jess, you wish weight loss was as easy as weight gain? There'd be no fat people out there, really? Weight gain is easier than weight loss for most people. That is true. Millmaster, the cannibals are starving because they're not putting in the work to catch people. So I'm not looking to give them any handouts. Buck, you're in tinfoil hat territory. They could make healthy food addictive if they wanted to, but they make so much money selling beauty products and weight loss supplements. Who's they? Well, the fucking Illuminati? Like, that's too wide a net, Buck. Come on, man. Come on, bro. They could make healthy food addictive if they would just use Agent 42, but they won't, because they want you hooked on fucking Maybelline cosmetics. There's no like one world entity, right? Jess, you ate as much as you could in a month that your body would take, and you gained 25 pounds in 25 days while in the hospital. Well, if you're in the hospital, like laying there in bed and can't move, and you're cramming a bunch of calories in, you are going to gain that weight, bro. Millmaster, there ain't no company big enough for all that, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Come off it. Come off of it. Ugh. Oh, man. Weight loss, the constant battle unless you take this little pill. Yeah, I mean, but what it does to you, right? That's the thing, what it does to you. Fisher, gaining weight is a chore for you. It always has been. I mean, if you need to gain any real amount of weight, it takes some time. It really does. Like the people who are massive, gigantic people, I feel bad for them. And also kind of in awe another way, you know? Where it's like, it's amazing to me that you can even consume that many calories at a certain point, you know? It becomes tremendous. The amount of person and the amount of calories becomes tremendous. And it's kind of astounding that it's even possible. McDonald's doesn't have the supersize option anymore? That surprises me. Just not eating 200 calories a day? Are you saying not eating 200 calories a day? You've lost 20 pounds in a month. That much weight loss in a short period of time is really bad for you, bro. Millmaster, stop poisoning yourself for convenience. Convenience is alluring, right? The idea that you can be what you want with minimal effort, that's the brick wall that we run into as people, where it's like you could be healthy and comfortable. Oh, really? What do I have to do? All I have to do is sleep properly, drink enough water, exercise, and it's all this stuff. It's such a hassle to have to do this in my life of convenience. No. How do I be in perfect health while also eating everything I want, ignoring my sleep schedule, doing nothing about my mental health? You know what I mean? How do I get to my perfect weight and stay perfectly fit, just sitting on my ass, watching TV, playing video games, eating whatever I want, drinking, doing drugs, all of it? How do I have the perfect body under those conditions and have no effort too, right? It's ridiculous. Do you think he's saying he ate nothing but nuts up to 200 calories a day? But how did he measure each man? By the teaspoon, I'm guessing. True. Yeah, you're right. Drinking calories is a big one. So if pop is your main water source, that sugar does add up very rapidly. It's true. But still, you have to drink a lot and eat a lot too. Brandon, cut bread out of your diet and lose weight quick. If you're somebody who has a lot of bread, you're not wrong. Bread is a big one too. But drinking calories is a true hidden hell. I know that I only am in a period of weight gain when I am consuming liquid calories like this. That's it. That without the pop, my diet doesn't have enough calories in it normally, to the point where when I'm in a thinner version, Carly gets worried. She's just like, if you stop drinking pop, you're not going to be getting enough calories a day. You're going to waste away, you know? Jess, you did it when you didn't know it was bad and nothing bad happened. Well, you're lucky that it didn't do something terrible to you, buddy. Now you lose 5 pounds a month. Yeah, I don't think you have anything to worry about there. Joe, lazy people want to be healthy but don't want to put in the effort. I mean, that's a lot of people. It is normal to be lazy. That is a perfectly normal thing because we're animals. And one of the defaults is save calories. Be lazy, save calories. You know? I've seen comic strips of two wolves watching a human run, and it's like, why are you running, apex predator? Nothing's chasing you. You know, it's one of those. You're at the top. Why are you running? You know, animals in the animal kingdom can't fathom the concept of just having a ton, access to infinite food, essentially. Infinite calories, to the point where you don't need all these, but your brain just tells you need calories. Calories are a rare treat in this world. That's it. And you only get so many. Get what you can. But obviously we've dominated in that area where you can just walk over to the store and get an ass load of calories. The other issue is fructose doesn't make you feel as full as sucrose. So sucrose is what? Just regular white sugar, and fructose is high fructose. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup, right? What up, Inferno? Juggling, you grew up poor and were busy, so hunger isn't anything to you. Hunger was always more dangerous. Oh, is this you telling us you're going to go murder somebody? Dragon Shield 5 pound sleeves would solve the obesity crisis among the TCG community. I don't know, would it though? Or would we just have like really fat guys with surprisingly ripped arms? Sheba, yeah, we have the luxury of needing to run to survive. Exactly. Fisher, a friend of yours in high school is 400 pounds. Now he weighs less than you. It's kind of scary. It looks like his cancer is tweaking. Well, it's got to be better than being 400 pounds, you know? Patrick, fructose is sugar from fruit, while sucrose is refined sugar. All right. What up, DeVoe? Brandon, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Pop's not good for the teeth either. Just the fact that I drink it through the straw doesn't mitigate that fact. So yeah, man, when you see those like, oh, my 600-pound life, and you just go, how is that possible? How is that possible? You know? The most I've ever been was like 215 pounds, and that was too much, bro. That was too much. I really started to feel it in my knees, man. So there's been ups and downs, but it's all good, man. I've got my goal set in an app now. I've got a plan to get there, and I'm basically doing this for myself as a birthday present. So for my birthday, I want to be healthier and better off overall. And I'm giving myself like a good 6 months to do it too. So it's not like unreasonable, not doable. I set my initial date for like the end of September because it'd be cool to be feeling better and in better shape by the time of the next shattering. But the real goal is for my birthday. I'm just having that earlier date so that if I need to recalibrate things, I can, you know? Jess, yeah, bro, isn't it amazing how much technology advances to the point where I remember computers, like, you wanted a Pentium computer, it was like $5,000. And obviously, the Pentiums by today's standards would be a joke, but every time I get it, it's one of the things in life where you can go and spend the same amount on a computer that you did a few years ago when you got a computer, and this one will be phenomenally better. You get a new computer and you plug it in, it boots up so fast, and you're like, oh yeah, this is the most amazing thing ever. Not like you piece of crap, to your old computer. Meanwhile, that computer, when you turned it on, originally when you got it, it was ultra fast. You were like, you're so fast, but now you suck. Now you suck. Sheba, hatch your birthday calendar with wonders and magic card poses. Patrick, thanks, man. Thanks for wishing me luck on my health recalibration. That is a good term for it. I like it. Goddard, that's plenty of time. Hell yeah, it is. You've been working on your weight. You're down 25 pounds. Good job, buddy. Good job. Keep it up. DeVoe, you're underweight, but you don't eat enough calories to gain weight. You maintain your unhealthy looking slimness. There's a certain weight range you can be in where you're fine, right? So, Millmaster, you have a modern Pentium. It has 300 megs of hard drive space. Oh yeah. Juglum, your friend in Japan just got 10G internet, gaming pings at 1. I don't know. I don't know that I need anything that crazy, bro. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say no if it happens, but, you know, things are already pretty amazing. I mean, I'm old enough to have started my life without computers being a household thing. Although that did just add more expenses to your life, right? Computers becoming a thing that you need to have a computer. You need to have a smartphone. You didn't used to have those things. Those were not a necessity back then, like a monthly internet subscription. Although I mean, I don't have cable TV. So, right? Because the internet replaced cable TV for me. I stopped getting cable television like 20 something years ago, I think, because the internet just surpassed it on such a crazy level where it's like cable TV. I check that out when we stay in hotels, and it's always amusing. And you can tell that the audience for cable TV is old, you know? Like Carly's dad has a cable television package, and it costs more than my internet subscription does. And my internet subscription's upgraded so that I have good upload speeds so that the streams go well. And he's paying like probably 30-40% more just to have like a cable television package. They're telling me they can lock it in for a few years at this price. And it's like, you're getting robbed, bro. You're getting robbed. Oh, Jess, it's always nice when you get that computer upgrade, bro. Sheba, yeah, I feel you. Computers are way better than consoles in most cases. In most cases, that's usually how it goes. The consoles for me were great back in the day when every time you got a new computer game, you had to upgrade your computer. That felt like a real hassle. Oh, I need a new video card. Oh, we need more RAM. We can't play this game. So consoles were just like, so any game I get, I just put it in here and it works? Yes. No upgrades? Right. Okay, cool. Then flash forward to now where you gotta get the disc, then go home and install a bunch of crap from the internet. Oh, you gotta update your software. Oh, you gotta update PlayStation Home. Oh, you gotta update all this. Now you gotta download the game. And it's just like, so why am I using this console over a computer now? Well, we paid a couple publishers so that they wouldn't let you get their game. What? Yeah, we bribed some people who made games so that you can only get it on our system. No, but what are the reasons to get a console? Weren't you listening? If you want to play these two titles, you have to. I guess I just won't play those two titles. Well, you'll be able to later because they'll actually get released later, online too for Steam. But you need to get a console. No thanks. No thanks. Nintendo's the only one left where I'm like, yep, I still want your console. Patrick, you had a computer in '92 and it was like gaming was barely a thing. Yeah, there was not that much you would do with a computer overall. What up, Cars? How you doing, buddy? Have I ever seen a spice in box prices like what's going on with Final Fantasy? Nah, Final Fantasy is its own insane frenzy. It's pretty wild overall for a set that's going to be in standard. So you presume they're going to be printing it for like the next 2 years and make it available. But Foundations is a 5-year set, and I don't even know. I don't know what the hell Magic looks like anymore because all the normals that we knew have been thrown out the window, and we're living in a new era of weirdness. What up, House? How you doing, brother? Yeah, what's going on, man? Goddard, you're hyped to play Breath of the Wild again on the Switch too. You can't wait. Yeah, you're hardcore into that stuff, bro. Buck, did I ever play Asteroids? Yeah. Yep, I did. Rodney, you used a computer back in the day to play Roller Coaster Tycoon? I remember playing the old D&D TSR computer games where you could actually transfer your characters from one adventure to another. That was pretty cool. I'm with you, Sheba. I miss the days of finished games being released as well. Patrick, yeah, the Final Fantasy prices are completely bonkers. We've hit that wall where Magic has become totally, it's like, oh, like choose the products that are for you. You have to. Like, unless you're ultra rich, how are you supposed to keep up and get everything, you know? Fisher, you haven't found any sealed foundations since before Aether They did like one more release and that's it. Sheba, no, I don't think Tolarian Library does entire decks. I don't, you'd probably have to go through and pick the cards yourself individually. Oh, have they shown off what secret layers they're doing with Final Fantasy? I've been involved with other things for the last few days, so I'm not up to speed on everything that's come out. Goddard, Magic is Fortnite now? I mean, there's literally a Fortnite secret layer, so yep, 100%. So it's definitely going to be a curious release. I feel you, True. Just got to sit back and see what happens, right? Larry, you're not going to get the Nintendo Switch 2 because in X years they'll pull the plug on Nintendo Switch Online. Well, won't that be for the Switch 2 as well? I mean, how do you know they're not going to go Nintendo Switch 3 and still use the same online store? Have they closed down is the 3DS store not going anymore? Is that done? Joe, they put the Kefka poisoning Doma on a reprint of Toxic Deluge. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to take a look at that secret layer stuff. I've been out of the loop the last number of days. I didn't realize that they had dropped secret layers. When did they reveal those? Man, Magic really has changed. Oh, they got Cyclonic Rift in the secret layer? Alright. Jess, the first monitor you ordered didn't work properly? Oh, that's obnoxious. Fisher, you sent the secret layer Final Fantasy spoilers to my Discord? Thanks, buddy. They sent out a notice this morning. The secret layers were revealed today. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess I'm not that far behind. Maybe we'll be doing a video to discuss the secret layers and some other stuff tomorrow. We'll have to see. I'll have to dig through, I'm sure, a mountain of Final Fantasy stuff that's come out in the last 3 or 4 days. I do like looking at new Magic cards, though, so that's not really a big problem. For me, this set is a combination of, oh, I remember this, or who the hell is that? What the hell is that? When it comes to, when it's 13, 14, 15, 16, I'm like, what? What is this? I don't recognize this. I don't know what the hell it is. But the earlier ones, I'm like, I know that. I know that. I know that. Jason, I have no concept of when the best time would be to buy a specific version of a card that you want from this. This set is behaving oddly, right? So you could try and go with the whole conventional wisdom of wait for things to cool down and pick up what you want when the market cools down. But if there's too much demand and not enough product, and it's specifically from collector boosters, you may never, right away may be the cheapest price point. I have no clue. No clue. 3 5-card layer drops, buy the bundle, and get a Gilded Lotus promo. Is it another super drop? Is it another super drop, or is it just Final Fantasy ones? Lasagna, yes, I live. I live. $200 secret layer commander deck is still in stock. Oh, it hasn't sold out yet. What up, Otto? How's it going, buddy? 90, what's up, man? Yeah, I'll be curious to see what's all been spoiled. I'll be catching up on that tomorrow. All right, it's intermission time. I will be back in a moment. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. All right, I'm back. What up? See, I'm definitely curious to see how Final Fantasy is going to alter the landscape of Magic releases, because we definitely are in a different time and place than we have been, and the prices are just completely unfathomable, honestly. What up, Nico? Lasagna, why was I gone for so many days? I had some stuff to deal with, all right? It wasn't like happy rainbow times, so we shall leave it at I had some things to grapple with. And I mean, just, you know what, since I said grapple, picture it as I had to like fight oily wrestler men. That's the deal. That's what it is. The important thing is I'm back for some good chill times. That's what matters. That's what matters. Very obviously, it's people seeing what they can get away with, seeing what people will pay. And apparently the answer for Final Fantasy is a lot of money. The collector boxes were going for something like $700 or $800. $700 or $800. And now the places are just relisting at like $1,000 a piece for a collector box. And it's just like, come on, man. Come on, bro. $1,000. $1,000 for a dozen magic boosters, bro. Noob! How dare you cast dispersions on my glorious butthole? I wish it was something so mundane. Jugglemal, I am glad that I'm back too, buddy, and I appreciate your positivity. I missed chilling with you guys. One of my biggest fears that I live with in my current life is all of this going away and returning to a life where I don't have live streams and make videos and all that. So even a brief stint away leaves me somewhat forlorn, bro. You know? It's one thing if it's happening because, let's say I'm gone to the Shattering or whatever, and I'm involved in something like that. That's a different beast. That's a different beast. So I'm just glad that I was able to come back tonight and not having to wait until another night, because I wasn't sure. It was touch and go for a bit today. Touch and go. But I touched and went. Otto, it's $700 where you are, but that's relatively cheap. Usually it's double the price it is over here. Well, you're lucking out, man. Checked out. Crazy Bloomberg was 10 months ago. Was it that long ago? Wow. Time flies. Time certainly does fly. I got so many of these little commander spinners. I don't use them. Final Fantasy bonus sheet is insane-o. I have seen some of the bonus cards. I've seen a handful of the bonus cards. They got some craziness. It's so weird. It's so weird to see Final Fantasy on Magic cards. I do like Final Fantasy. It's strange. At this point, like, when do we get to the point where there's not even a point to mention Universe Beyond anymore and not liking it? You know? Like, when do we reach that level? Is it by the end of this year? Because before now, Universe Beyond has been a side thing that you could ignore or not. But with Final Fantasy coming out, Universe Beyond is officially in the realm of you can't ignore this anymore. Like, Universe Beyond had already made a big push in Commander circles, right? And it had obviously impacted Modern as well. But now, everything. Arena is going to have it, like full on. So when do you reach the point where saying that you don't like Universes Beyond being in Magic is even a thing to say anymore? You know? Those life counters are good for firewood. I mean, I guess as like kindling maybe, right? Noob, you hope Final Fantasy play boosters don't get too crazy in price. I'm expecting them to be $15 a pop where I am. That's what I'm expecting. Brandon, Dragonstorm's been your favorite set in a long time. Well, drink it in, buddy. You still got another 3 weeks before the pre-release, and then we're on to Final Fantasy. See, I really do wonder where there's just no point anymore in going, I don't like Universe Beyond being in Magic. It's like, okay. You know, it feels like a precursive statement that I say a lot of the time when talking about Universe Beyond. Jason, Arena does have Universe Within for Spider-Man, which is absolutely bizarre. And it makes you wonder, again, if the plan was initially to put these sets in Standard. Because that might be why Wizards didn't get the licensing deals for the Marvel sets to be on Arena. It might not be we don't want anything competing with Marvel Snap. It might just be that it would have cost Wizards more money and they didn't feel like putting it on Arena because it wouldn't be necessary. But now they have to spend the extra money and time to create a digital version of the Spider-Man set specifically for Arena. So it would be convenient if I knew, like, I have bits of inside information from different sources, and it would be useful if one of my sources actually could enlighten me as to what's going on in that regard, but nobody's got that info. Final Fantasy Mastery Pass stops at level 50. Oh, did they release the Final Fantasy Mastery Pass details? I wanted to look at that. What is the pet that goes along with it? I saw that you can get a Moogle pet if you buy some other package, but what's the pet for the Final Fantasy Mastery Pass? 50 levels is very short. When does Spider-Man release? I wonder if with 50 levels, if they're going to cheap out and give us less. Final Fantasy comes out in June. July, August, September is Spider-Man. Is there something else coming out between then? Wait. When the hell is Edge of Eternities? August 1st. Spider-Man can't come out September 26th. That can't be right. Okay, so Final Fantasy comes out on June 13th. Edge of Eternities comes out August 1st. So yeah, Final Fantasy gets like 6 weeks, bro. No wonder. It's got 6 weeks. That's crazy. Oh, Chocobos? Cool. All right. All right. True, you think that people are going to create formats where they ban cassettes due to price? That could theoretically happen. Doesn't feel likely, but it could. Joe, do I doubt Wizards' ability to screw up a schedule? No. Breaks off if I had to choose every in-universe set for Magic highlights loot from now on or all the universe beyond forever. I mean, if loot is going to be the center of Magic's story forever, then I would take Universes Beyond, bro. Because loot is garbage. Loot is absolute garbage. It's a very anything's possible with these bozos. that should be the fucking company tagline. You got the Wizards logo above, Wizards of the Coast, and then at the bottom, anything's possible with these bozos. Oh, I really like that. I really like that. Oh, good. Jason, you're most excited for Edge of Eternities? I just can't get hyped for Aether Drift in space, bro. It's literally just going to be space stuff that they demand you consider to be magic. And it's like, what's magical about these space lasers and space stations and spaceships? They're powered by magic, idiot. Well, why don't you just make a real world fucking Earth where everything... My cell phone's powered by magic. My computer's powered by magic. My light bulbs are powered by magic. But it all just is normal Earth right now, 2025. But everything is magic. So I'm out on the internet, but it's the Magi net because it's magic instead of no technology. Okay. That's right, break stop. Absolute garbage. Loot absolute garbage almost sounds like a magic card. Loot, the key to my depression. Oh, God. 6 weeks. Final Fantasy gets 6 weeks, son. That's crazy. What up, Reaper? How you doing, buddy? Anything's possible with these bozos. Oh. You'd rather they do Universe Beyond instead of hat sets? The hat sets are such lazy garbage, right? Like Markov Manor, Thunder Junction, stupid Beep Beep, Vroom Vroom, Aether Drift. They all suck out loud, man. They suck a fat honker, and they do it very loudly. Joe, yeah, that would be a great t-shirt. We should make our own. We should make up the image, and then you can just like anybody selling them could get sued by Wizards, right? So if you tried to sell those shirts, you get sued by Wizards. But there's nothing stopping us from all having our own custom copies made with the Wizards logo. Anything's possible with these bozos and wearing them to a con. There you go, Jess. All you gotta do is call energy magic, and bam, this world could be a magic world. See, with Kaladesh, they did magical energy electricity, and it felt annoying with the cars and helicopters and stuff for sure, but at least a bunch of stuff in that world felt like magic, and Kaladesh felt like it could be a Magic the Gathering world. But, like, Thunder Junction doesn't. Thunder Junction does not feel that way. Aether Drift is literally just race car stuff across 3 planes where they're just using a bunch of slush art to get it out of the vault. Fisher, you could use magic tech right now. The elevator that brings you barrels just dropped halfway and slammed to the ground and won't go back up now. That would still happen with the magical version. You would just have to call in a fucking enchanter or disenchanter to come and deal with it instead of an elevator repairman. It'd be the same annoying world. It would just be magical. Otto. Oh yeah, Avishkar. Yeah, that's it. Terra, MTG ain't MTG anymore. It's true. It's true. Magic is just whatever, you know? Put the Final Fantasy stuff on it. Enjoy yourself with it, I guess. It's going to happen either way. Reaper says, using my magic bread maker to make enchanted bread. It looks just like normal bread, but it's magical bread because it was made by a magic bread mixer using magical yeast, and magical flour, and magic water. Larry, yep, I'll give you that. Final Fantasy, that despite it being Universe Beyond, it does have a bunch of high fantasy flavor stuff to it. Agreed. So there is that at least. Spider-Man will have none of that. Rodney, I know, right? Amonkhet, like, when you looked at the Commander deck and you saw the cool stuff they had in it, you went, okay, you actually have more world building going on here with Amonkhet. But they're like, you should just be excited that there's a bunch of roads across Amonkhet now. Oh, will they be there if we go there later? No, Aether Drift was a terrible, terrible failure. So everything that happened in the set won't count, and we will never show stuff from this again, right? Aside from the extra slush art we have of vehicles that will get shoved into some random upcoming set. Spider-Man's looking more and more like a big mess flavor-wise. How can it be a big mess flavor-wise, Otto? It's literally just going to be a bunch of Spider-Man cards set in the Spider-Verse. They got the Green Goblin, they got the Rhino, they got Venom, they got Spider-Man. It's gonna be Spider-Man, bro. Just what? The Magus of Java? A coffee mage? Jason, how often are unsets supposed to release? They're never releasing another unset ever again, bro. The unsets are done. Unfinity was the last one there will ever be. Silver borders have been fucking abolished. So there's no more unsets. And you may as well enjoy that because unsets aren't funny anymore. Wizards of the Coast doesn't have anybody working there that has a sense of humor. So the unsets are all just like Unstable was garbage. Unfinity was garbage. The unsets are, we're well rid of them. And that's coming from somebody who actually liked the unsets. Otto, you mean, oh, you feel like it's going to be jarring from a perspective of it not matching the color pie. The color pie is not a thing Wizards cares about anymore. They don't care about card balance. They don't care about the color pie. None of that. None of it. It's Universe Beyond and Commander. That's what matters. That's what matters. Lasagna, Magus of the Chode. Magus of the Chode pants, bro. 54-inch waist, 10-inch legs. Sheba, I wouldn't say that they'll never reprint City of S. There could be some weird product where they throw it into like mystery boosters for a laugh. Mystery boosters 4 or something like that, you know? Larry, correct. The closest thing you get to uncards now are the playtest cards and mystery boosters. That's where they make that weird, crazy nonsense. Juggling Spider-Man, yeah, they're doing a wide range of Spider-Man for sure. Hell, they're using them as the starter decks, right? The last unset was basically marketed as buy these cool looking lands. The last couple, that's it. Where they went, that's the only thing people care about from these sets. Luke, yeah, the first 2 unsets were fun. Agreed. Yeah, true. I agree that Universe Beyond sets are more enjoyable when they fall in line with what feels closer to Magic's flavor. Like Avatar has magic, right? Buddy flies around on basically like his walking staff has wings that fold out, and then he uses air magic to hold himself aloft. That feels very fantasy style. Spider-Man ain't gonna feel that way at all, right? So I agree with you that some of the worlds will feel closer to Magic, but not everything, that's for sure. And we're going to get more craziness coming out in 2026. Nice, that's true. They did put Blacker Lotus in the Deadpool secret layer, so you never know what random stuff they're just going to choose to shove in here or there. Sheba, you like the Phyrexian Cozy from Mystery too? Fisher, long live the BFM, both halves. Yeah, the BFM, man. That was so goofy. Joe, you like conspiracy and unsets and you're in the minority? Well, it's true. It's true. Not as many people like stuff like that. If they sold it like gangbusters, we'd be getting it jammed down our throat. Tara, what are my favorite lands from a set? I like some of the crazy full art basics that they've made. Like the ones from Kamigawa and Neon Dynasty are pretty sweet. The stained glass lands from Dominaria, very sweet as well. Geez, it'd be so much better if they kept the silly and Universe Beyond stuff separate. Well, apparently there's not enough people that feel that way. Because at the end of the day, if that's what the majority of people wanted, that's what Wizards would be going with, right? Like, we can't say for the long term, but we can say for the short term, the way they're doing things appeals to more people. It is an inescapable reality. True, you still have the first 10 holiday cards. The holiday cards were fun, man. Like Fruitcake Elemental and all that. They're fun little creations. Jason, you're down with the oil slick lands? They are pretty wild looking. Done. Special sets like Conspiracy and Battle Bond doubted be at a normal price. Yeah, it's true. It's true. They probably would put it out at like Modern Horizons level prices. I think part of the problem with the conspiracy sets is you're paying for cards that you can't use ever really after that. You know, the conspiracy cards are useless outside of an actual draft. And I don't think that the drafting is that big a part of Wizards' business model, really. I imagine there has to be less drafts firing off than there used to be. I know at the game store I went to or go to, drafts used to happen all the time, and now they happen infrequently to never. Like maybe there's one draft per set going on. So a set that has drafting as such an integral part of it isn't really going to be a banger seller. I mean, look at the fact that there's no more conspiracy sets coming at all. So I guess it just boils down to Wizards being more interested in chasing Commander and bringing in new audiences that are willing to spend tons of money on these products. Zircon just checked into your hotel. Nice. That's a good feeling, isn't it, buddy? When you finally got your room and you can drop your bags and just sit down and relax for a bit. 600 miles down. Damn, you drove for 8.5 hours. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's like when me and Carly and Double Strike went to the Wonders event. We were on the road for a long time. Christian, am I going to Atlanta in September for MagicCon? No. No, I won't be there. But I will be in the States in October in South Carolina for the next Shattering. So I don't know the exact dates for that, but that is already very strongly penciled into my schedule. Shelton, you hardly get any events to fire your LGS outside of pre-release? Doesn't surprise me at all. Cheap, your LGS has done one draft for Tarkir back in the day. It was almost a weekly thing. I remember playing in, like, we would play standard each week, and then there would be a draft. There'd just be drafts popping off on the, like, we'd have one day a week that was for drafting, but more drafts would just end up organically popping up after standard terms. You guys want to do a draft? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes there'd be multiple drafts in the same day, but now it's not happening. It's not happening the same way. Otto, you wish they'd made the Blind Eternity space set more like Spelljammer, but it looks like it'll be futuristic shit. You're correct. That is what it's going to be like. You're 100% right. 100% right. Larry, I believe it's the cost. I don't think that Wizards going down to 14 card packs is what's done it. They increased the number of cards in pack in an attempt to bring drafting back because they're just like, okay, draft boxes aren't really selling. Set boxes are. But set boxes aren't good for drafting, so let's crank up the number of packs. Like, Wizards keeps doing things that inadvertently screw up some of their good money makers. So they've screwed up draft. They messed up standard in paper to the point where everybody's just playing it digitally, right? So, yeah, I think that it's more the cost. I think it's mostly the cost that does it, as opposed to 14 versus 15 cards, you know? Zircon, you're doing it again tomorrow. You're heading to your nephew's graduation in Colorado Springs. Nice, man. Well, I hope you have a good time. Rodney, you have an anti-Captain America deck? Is it a Hydra deck? That's one of the few Marvel jokes that I can make because I don't know that much. Joe, it used to be the same at your LGS. Constructed, FNM done. Let's draft. Yeah, it was a common thing. Lasagna, it's true. The design of play boosters it skews drafts more. You have more bombs and technically less commons and uncommons overall. And they up the power level on them too. Captain Jason, Loot Crusher. Shut up, Loot. Otto, we're not even back to the start. Wizards changed. They brought in set boosters, which eclipsed draft boosters, which was their plan. But somehow in their deranged plan, they still would make the money from people buying boxes for drafting. And then they just went, wait, this isn't working. We'll make play boosters. So we're not back where we started. We're worse off with packs that cost more, that have fewer cards in them, and aren't really being used for drafts. Every day, how's it going, man? Cars, your play group doesn't like drafts, but you convince them to do a league. Yeah, leagues are fun. I like leagues. Reaper, you think the worst set that could be made is Catwoman with Halle Berry? What about Elektra with Jennifer Garner or whatever? Juggle, don't even try it, bro. Don't try and connect me to Loot. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Otto, yeah, it's worse. Exactly. It's worse. Straight up. Straight up. I haven't looked at the odds on the most recent booster packs, but I know when they first did play boosters, like, you got a better chance of getting rares and stuff, and then they just quietly went, let's reduce the chances of all that. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of what Wizards does isn't based on trying to make the end product better for us, but more just seeing how much they can extract from us. It makes me think of the same kind of mentality behind the engagement optimized matchmaking or whatever, which was something I was reading about today that they use in games like, what the hell is the name of the game? Is it Marvel's Rivals or something like that? Where it's not about, like, they don't match you up based on skill or anything like that. It's matched based up on how long they can keep you on the client playing games and trying to make money off you. So apparently, from what I understand, if you're somebody who loses and keeps playing, then the game will keep feeding you losses because, oh look, this guy will keep playing and is still engaged with this game even though he's getting loss after loss. So let's match him up against people who beat him that don't have the same tolerance for losing and quit earlier, so they can beat on him and they'll feel good and stick around. And who cares about loser boy sticking around, because he's going to stick around anyways because it doesn't matter. Losing doesn't make him leave, so let's just keep him losing. Like, it's pretty wild, where it's not based on giving you a good experience. It's just based on, how do we keep you on here for a maximal amount of time so we can try and extract money from you. And Arena does kind of feel like it has some similarities, you know? Could have a set based on the movie The Room. I did not hit her. I did not. Counter target spell that targets one of your permanents. I'm fed up with this world. Destroy all creatures. Oh, hi, Mark. Put a creature from your hand directly into play. Fisher, 4 people working on the elevator and still not working? You need at least 5. You need at least 5. Lasagna can't wait till we're at $250 a booster pack 10 years from now. Like Wizard's Dream with Magic 30, right? Yeah, Otto, you know what? You're correct, bro. It does feel like a lot of the excitement has been put into the collector boosters, and regular boosters are a losing proposition. Millmaster, they chose your lot in life, and you will accept it. Juglum, have I worked on any techno-historian lore? There is some, yes, a bit, but it's going to also be based around Carly's, so I'm letting her flesh out her lore, and then I'm incorporating it into mine as well. Cuddy, does Arena have bot accounts to feed wins? I don't think so. Rodney, you were mad the animal planeswalkers are only in collector boosters? Oh yeah, the special critter stuff from Bloomborough? Yeah, that's how they do it. What up, Roughneck? Oh. See you later, Terror. Have a good one, buddy. So yeah, the lore for the Techno Historian is still being fleshed out, and I should have something fun going on with that actually for a video for Hatcher pretty soon if everything goes the way it's supposed to. True, that is correct. They are definitely, Wizards is definitely seeing what they can get away with, right? This is a lot more pricey than the Lord of the Rings release felt. Roughneck, have I seen any movies recently? I've seen all 5 of the Final Destination movies. And I intend to rant about it. I intend to rant about it. I might do that on the live stream channel. I don't know, but yeah, I recently saw all 5 Final Destination movies. EB, one of your coworkers had been stuck listening to my stream while you charge your phone for the last hour. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you owe them an apology now, and probably part of your paycheck. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this whole Final Fantasy thing goes. I expect that this is just going to lead to some other insanity next year with an even higher price tag. Final Destination. Oh, it's a little bit testies. God, those movies are stupid. Me and Carly had different experiences watching them. I'll put it that way. Hey, Thompson, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You're back in Chattanooga doing the Chattanooga hoochies? Millmaster, words are funny. Wordplay is fantastic. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. Oh, man. Oh, I had ultra luck today, apparently. I was just walking around town, and I found $5 laying on the ground. Looked down, I'm like, it's like a $5 bill. I pick it up, I'm like, holy shit, it fucking is. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Roughneck, there might have been a few moments across the movies that were okay, but overall, it was just terrible. True, you couldn't get through the first one and you wouldn't torture yourself with all 5. I got into it with Carly. We watched the entire series. See you later, Rodney. We watched the entire series. I have to deal with Carly's crackpot theories about it, too. The whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. That'll end up in a rant stream, and who knows, me and Carly might end up even doing a video for the movie channel talking about it, depending on how things shake out. Getting close to being done with Balatro as well. I'm getting close. Nice. Do I have one or a few favorite Magic artists? My favorite Magic artist is Richard Kane Ferguson. He's awesome. In more recent times, Seb McKinnon. His artwork was dope. It's too bad that Wizards cut ties with him. Jason Rainville did an amazing job with Storm the Seed Core. There are a lot of talented Magic the Gathering artists. A lot. But yeah, Richard Kane Ferguson is my favorite out of all of them. 100%. Reaper, when you suddenly find cash, it's like the universe tipping you. It's a good feeling, man. It's a good feeling. Fisher, yes, it did. The last one did end tying into the first one. And I just went, fuck off. That's what I said as it was happening. I yelled a lot when we were watching the movies. I yelled a lot. I complained a lot. Carly definitely enjoyed them a hell of a lot more than I did. I was just like, I would say that I endured them more than anything, you know? Nice, you're going to SCG Con this weekend in Hartford, and oh, Richard Kane Ferguson's one of the featured guests. Nice, lucky you, man. Lucky you. There, yeah, you meet the artist and you don't have any of his cards to get signed. That's no good. Goddard, the Renaissance is near you this month, and Ed Beard Jr. has an art booth there every time. He signed a Bulls playmat for you. Nice. Yeah, Vanera, exactly. Balatra's era draws near to a close. Soon the gates of Oblivion will open and bring in a new age of game obsession. My Oblivion game is sitting there. I just came out of the starter dungeon, and I went to that one town nearby or whatever. I'm going to the merchant's quarter to sell off my extra crap. That's where I left it. I've left it right there. So I'm ready to like dive in for some full on Oblivion action, but I got to get Balatro finished first, man. Fisher, there's bonus deaths on the DVDs. Well, I can't say I'm going to go and search those out, but maybe I'll tell Carly and then she'll want to see them. Jeep, I don't know. I don't know if Rebecca Gay still goes to conventions. What happened? Oh, the stream is this. Oh, OBS is just straight up disconnecting. Okay. All right, then. Well, hopefully it's sorted itself out. Because otherwise it's over. Oh, no, it looks like it fixed. Okay, cool. Buck, would I ever play with viewers via Spell Table? Anything's possible. I've played with... We did streams before where I played against people on Arena. Larry, too focused on getting your buy list together and you completely forgot? Well, you'll remember for next time. What up, Rumbler? How you doing? Reaper, when you played Oblivion, an important NPC died without you knowing, so you couldn't beat the game? That sucks. That sucks. 90, do I remember Creature Forge? No. Habanera, if I need any advice or help with finding something, just let me know. The only thing I want to know right now is where that snotty nobleman who has a silver sword lives. He was originally supposed to have a quest in the first game, but they never finished the programming. So his quest never got completed. And when you go to him, he just talks down to you. And so I like to kill him as the lead in to joining the Assassin's Guild. So if you know where that guy is, that's the only thing currently that I need to know. Would I ever play with viewers under the table? Well, I mean, if we've got Enter the Dungeon, Millmaster. If we've got Enter the Dungeon. For anybody who got caught up in that little stream blip, make sure that you've clicked on live so that it's got the little red light and shows you that you're live and you're not behind on the stream. 90, it was little figures maybe painted to represent tokens. Oh, I think I vaguely recall that. I mean, the name sounded familiar and the concept is familiar. There you go, Millmaster. If you pay enough, Lasagna will play with you under the table. If you've ever wanted an uncomfortable ball tickling, there you go, bro. We got your setup. We got you covered. So yeah, Balatro, last night I just beat the orange difficulty challenge. So there's only one difficulty stake higher than that, and that unlocked the final deck that I had not unlocked yet. So there's a few goals that I still need to hit in Balatro to unlock a few more things, but I really am coming to a conclusion with it, I suppose. True, you've been playing Expedition 33 and taking your time with it. It's been an interesting game, very French. Actually, I'm pretty sure I just put that on my wish list on Steam. Just 4K all the way, bro. You got the highest resolution now. Millmaster, bouncing of the fourth kind is not allowed. Alright? What is that from? Bravest Warriors, isn't it? You guys seen Bravest Warriors? Help! My planet is spinning way too fast! You turkeys are sicking me out. Oh. Come with me and you might survive. That's a fun show. Everything is wankershim. Oh, man. Time really does fly. It's crazy that I'm coming up on almost 8 years of doing this. Habanero, was he a significant NPC, like a shopkeep? No, he was not a significant NPC. He was just a dude who arrogantly talked down to you. I just remember him being in his house. He's not a part of any quest or anything like that. He's just a random nobleman who says things that sound like he has a quest. Like when he's talking, it's like, this sounds like there might be a quest associated with it. But there was no quest. I found out later that it got cut because they didn't have enough time in development to finish his quest. But no, I don't remember anything other than that he was an arrogant dick. He would just say crap to me, and I just went, you know what? I'm gonna kill you. And I did. I killed him, and then I slept in his bed. I think he has a 2-story house. I slept in his bed, and that's when I got awoken by the guy in charge of the Assassin's Guild. Because I didn't know... I didn't know that was even a thing. He was just like, you sleep soundly for a murder. I'm like, what's going on now? It's like, do you want to join our Assassin's Guild? Yeah. Hold on, though. You have to go and kill an old, frail man. Yeah, where is he? I'll kill him right now. I don't give a shit. Life is cheap to me, bro. All you digital fuckers can die. Reaper, you love the Bravest Warriors. Catbug is my favorite. Why are we running? I got Carly a Catbug cake for her birthday one year, actually. And Carly has a Catbug hat. And I have, I might still have some right in here, actually. Got the Impasa Bear pen. There's Catbug right there. I'm President Memory Donk. Yeah, Bravest Warriors is a fun one. That is a fun one indeed. There was another one that seemed like it was going to go somewhere, Bee and Puppy Cat, but it didn't live up to the promise of its pilot. Its initial little bit, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know if it got finished, but I remember watching what they came up with and going, this doesn't feel like it connects as well to the initial stuff. So I guess it never lived up to its promise, you know? It's just too bad. It's too bad. Yeah. Oh, well, that happens, right? There's all kinds of shows like that where you just go, this could be great. And then you get into it and you're like, this is just okay. It's all right. Meh. Been watching a fun one. Even though I have the weak appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest. It's fun. This guy's got a bunch of crazy powers. And, I mean, he steamrolls most of the challenges that he's given, but it's not that one that we watched recently where it was like, I'm an alchemist and I'm the strongest in the world. And it was just, he just won and nothing was going on the whole time. Pretty much. It's like, this is boring. Oh, Reaper, did you saw the origin stuff of being Puppy Cat too? And okay, cool. Not many people that I've talked to that actually know what the hell I'm talking about when I talked about that. But I just, like, whenever I think about it, I think about the scene where, like, the cat drags his claws along her wrists and rainbows are flowing out. And then she's just standing there going, why do I feel so sad? And there's just this kind of poignancy and meaning that it feels like it has that didn't carry over to the show, you know? Habanero, you just learned that apparently the Imperial City is filled with multiple pointless NPCs that were part of cut quests, so they just wanted to make the city feel alive despite no real purpose. Then he's probably in the Imperial City. That's my guess. I'll find him. I'll find him and make him pay. Was he blonde? I don't know. He was definitely an imperious nobleman who's going to get his comeuppance. He's going to get his comeuppance from me. Use the sword. Use the sword as a sword. Don't tell me what to do. I've watched a lot of weird random shows. There's that one where you have the beings and they're made of gemstones and then people come from the moon to attack and harvest them and it's a whole thing. And they fracture and have to be rebuilt. It was pretty wild. true you haven't watched the Even Given the Worthless Appraiser class yet, it's an enjoyable one. I'm enjoying it. I've watched 11 out of 12 episodes of the first season, so I'm almost done. If you haven't seen Sakamoto Days is great. It's genuinely great. I should probably do another like anime roundup stream talking about some of the animes that I've been checking out in more recent times. We're watching one that I'm on the fence about right now where it's like this guy is reborn as an evil overlord, but it's also like a space Gundam style one too, and that one is it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, Megoro! That just sounds like Weiss Schwartz. What's that? Ladies turning into tanks? Pew, pew, pew. I'm a tank lady. Vroom, vroom. Apparently, any NPC in the Imperial City that has a full name and identity but has no affiliation with quest or dialogue trees are all cut content NPCs. All right. Tank Girl was good for its time. I don't remember much about Tank Girl at all. I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. Is the Girl Panzer one? Academy students drive tanks as a sport? Oh, okay. So, like, they play soccer with tanks, bro? Because apparently that's what a tank sounds like. It sounds like a motorbike from Excite Bike. Yeah, Jess, none of that rings a bell. Kangaroo Man, Water War, dude makes the things that sucks the water out of you, then they drink it. When I think of drinking water that comes from people, I think of Waterworld. And Kevin Costner drinking his own piss. Lasagna, keep making those noises. Your dog is going crazy. I'm communing with them. Fisher, Girls Panzer is an amazing watch. All right. First I'm hearing of it. Doesn't hurt to throw it on the list. At least write it down here. And we'll see if it makes it to the list. That's what happens. I put notes on my keyboard, and then the question of whether they actually transfer over is another one. All right. Well, it's good to be back. Thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. It is time for me to be heading off. So as long as everything goes as it should, which it should, I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. All right. But for now, adieu. I shall go into the waves of destruction.